Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones. Today we need to go ahead and educate my sons and my grandsons, but before that I finally figured out how to wield Dawn. Oh dear, it took a lot of digging, I tell you, but I found a post in the official Discord from one of the developers, and I decided to make a little infographic as well, which I'll try and remember to put on the screen now. But if you want to take a look at this in more detail, then I'll leave a link in the pinned comment to the Reddit post, because I did go ahead and upload this to Reddit. So hopefully this will help everyone, including myself, in the future. But that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and begin today's episode. In the last one, we did manage to take Old Town. Look at that. Marvelous stuff. It looks kind of funny to just have this purple dot in the middle of the reach, but that's the way things went. Right, Lord Devon. You're sorted. I don't need you here. We need to clear out some of these pinned characters as well. Quentin as well. Oh, there's no point squiring you, is there? You're absolutely terrible. Neophyte fighter. Not enough prowess. He's an intricate web weaver. He's vengeful anyway, and I think vengeful is one of the bad traits. In fact, I don't think it is. I've already forgotten what traits. I don't think vengeful is one of the bad traits, but alas, he doesn't have the fighting skill anyway. So let's go ahead and unpin him. Then we have Oroville. Oroville is already squiring and he's come of age. So let's go ahead and unpin him. Unfortunately, he's deceitful, which is one of the traits you're not allowed, so he's not going to be able to wield Dawn, but maybe his sons. Now I have Connor Dayne, so another one of my sons. We'll keep an eye on him. We haven't given him an education focus yet. He seems to be very, very good at learning, though. So I think let's go ahead and put him on learning, and then if we go ahead and educate him, let's find my Archbishop. There we go. She should be able to give him a good education. Now, it means we're not going to get a 4-star martial education, but we could still become a formidable fighter or a blade master, and then he could still wield Dawn that way, so we'll keep an eye on him. And I think we're going to wait until they're about 12, 15 before we squire them, just because you need to meet all the requirements before they come a knight. Now, House Dayne, look at you. You're quite the all-rounder, aren't you, eh? But you have a preference for stewardship and learning, where you already have 3 points in stewardship, so let's go ahead and pick that one for you. And then if we can find a good steward, we don't have many good stewards at all. My nephew, though, let's go ahead and have him educate you. That should be looking fine and dandy. Lord Dennis Tarley, you killed my son. Vengeance will be mine. We'll deal with you in a second. And then these guys, they're not old enough for that education yet. Right, I'm going to challenge Dennis Tarley to a fight. He murdered my son. It's a non-lethal single combat, though. The victor loses stress and the loser gains stress. I mean, I have to challenge him to a fight. He killed my son, so I must at least try and act out some of my grief here. It's an absolutely terrible loss. I became the new Dynasty head as well. In fact, speaking of Dynasty stuff, look at this. Oh, I already have it open. There goes the surprise. I finally renamed this 4th cadet branch to Tornell Dane. You might be wondering why I named it Tornell Dane, because there were some good name suggestions. Well, if we go back all the way to the founder, which was Lord Desmond of the Elbow, his wife was from House Tornell, as we can see here, and their motto, Conquest through the Sword. We decided to go Conquest through the Dawn. I like it. It's similar. And there's actually no one left alive. No living members of House Tornell. So at least they live on through Tornell Dane. Only 6 living members, but that should be fine. In fact, how many? Look at that. 61 living members, 21, 17, 6. We're doing okay as a dynasty, actually. I'm surprised we haven't found someone naturally to wield Dawn, but it just doesn't seem to be happening. Right, let's go ahead and unpause the game. We have a bit of gold flowing as well. For a few brief moments, Lord Dennis and I pace in lazy half circles, each watching for an opening. I have my stone Dornish battle axe ready to defend myself, while he clutches his marcher spear firmly to hand. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. Dennis is famed for his abilities with a spear, and he reminds me of his fist with a perfect flowing chain of thrusting jabs, punctuated by the occasional terrifying, piercing thrust. Oh dear, I can't speak today. Because I'm calm, I should pick this one. Better men than you have died trying to break my guard, Dennis. Let's see, I've yet to open up my opponent's guard at all and see no way to yet claim victory. Is that the best you've got? You can't even hit me. Oh, nothing's happening here. Right. Well, we're going to keep on picking the ones that line up with our traits for now. Let's see. Nothing's really progressed in the fight. My form is excellent with little chance for mistake. And Dennis's stance is incredible. This is quite the fight. Let's go ahead. I'll show you how I heft an axe. Oh, we lost. Oh, dear. I wield my axe with expertise and grace, but even an expert makes mistakes. In the middle of a calculatedly risky quick slash, my opponent shunts my own weapon back at me with a well-paced parry. Dodging my axe puts me squarely in the path of Dennis's spear. And though my blow stops short of lethal harm, it still sends me hurtling to the ground. My weapon flies off as I fall. Oh dear. Your Ruva Day! You defeated Lord Paramount Felix. We gain wounded. And we're already rivals, so that doesn't change anything there. I think usually that would make us fight. Oh, we gain stress as well. My son, I tried. I'm trying to avenge you. Unfortunately, I can't murder him as well because we're compassionate and honest. It kind of goes against my traits. Where are you? Maybe I could take some of his land. That's a possibility, but we have a peace treaty with the Reach at the moment, so we can't do that. Oh, I have a new Archbishop, which means, Lord Dayne, you need a new educator. You're focused on learning. My new Archbishop? Yes, let's go ahead and have that. But wasn't one of my sons, was it Jorif? You're also, no, you're on stewardship. Was it Connor Dayne? Who's educating you? No one. So we need to go ahead and submit to my new Archbishop as well. Right, let's go ahead and start swaying her. Are we already swaying? Okay, we're already swaying someone. Never mind. Oh, she's actually liking me. I mean, you're still minus 100. Tyranny is only minus 98 now. We're finally making it out the other side. I have few captains. I could ransom you. Do you think he's learned his lesson? I think we can ransom him. We took back our artifacts. We imprisoned him for a short while, and now he's allowed to leave. My relative Lord Oh, my son has become a knight. Good for him. Unfortunately, he's deceitful. Otherwise, he doesn't meet the requirements anyway, because he's only a skilled fighter, not a formidable fighter. But he's very close to being able to wield Dawn. We are getting closer with each generation, I feel like. Right, let's go to 4 times speed. I only just realized we're still playing on 1 time speed. What's up with that? And we're no longer the Dynasty head as well. Okay, that's fine. We could upgrade some buildings whilst we have the gold. Or what I'm thinking is increase our men-at-arms. Why do I have an extra unit of bowmen? I don't remember recruiting them. You know what I think has happened? When I switched character to sort out this, I have a feeling they might have recruited extra bowmen, unless I inherited these. I may have inherited these. I don't think I wanted bowmen here, though, so let's go ahead and destroy them. What I want here is actually a unit of armored horsemen. Because we don't have any cavalry yet. Look at that. They're so expensive. Oh, wowzers. That's really eating into our gold income. In fact, I'm no longer wounded, which is nice to see. Yeah, one of you said to check my control, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, look, we're at full control. It's because we're not a steward. My other character was a steward, so we were earning much more money. My weaponsmith Allery updates me on his progress, droning on about the limits of hammer and bellows as my mind reels with bold ideas for my dagger. Forging may not be my personal forte, but that doesn't mean I can't have a say in how my money is spent. Because of my prowess, let me take a look at your sketches. My ideas work well, there we go. So the dagger would be of higher quality, which means hopefully we can replace our stone battle axe, and then we won't have to manually forge something here either. We have some spare stuff. The lavender jade pendant and a fine healing guide. We can equip the fine healing guide because that was ours. The pendant we might give away to someone for some opinion. We'll have to see. My lord, look at that metal. I have never seen such fine quality before. My nephew Allery breaks away from a market procession to accost the merchant selling the coveted item, ecstatic over his find. With this, my project would reach new heights. I could create something truly marvellous. Please, my Lord Paramount, bestow this gift upon me. Oh, it's a lot of gold, though. Oh, dear. We can try and barter, maybe. Oh, he's not convinced, and we spend 155 gold. Wowzers. There goes all of our gold, then. Let's go ahead and train commanders. We should be fine. We are on income. We're on negotiate with vassals as well, managed to me. So we're earning as much gold as we can. Greetings, my modest liege. I've arrived in Starfall to pay homage to you. Oh, yes, Lord Quentin, my son. Please bring me gold. He's brought me a little bit of gold. There we go. That's why we're going to keep this stuff on. I'm not endorsed by my bishop either. I should probably start swaying her, to be honest. Greetings, my thoughtful liege. Oh, look at that. Oroville's arrived as well. Let's go ahead and fetch him at once and bring him to me. Lord Oroville is at last shown into my great hall and waits no time before walking up to my throne and bowing deeply. Thank you for seeing me, my liege. I come to you today with an urgent request. With respect, your majesty, the high lordship of Blackmont is rightfully mine. Oh, son, you're pushing your luck. I built... What am I wearing? I need to sort out my my trousers. You're all over a mighty Lord Paramount, my lord. Can you not grant me a mere single high lordship? Earnestly claimed. Let's take a look at this. You're not even in Blackmont. Blackmont is up here, right? Yeah, Blackmont's up there. Oroville, you're pushing your luck, my son. You're pushing it. No, I too lay claim to Blackmont. If someone was going to get Blackmont, I would give it to one of these guys. You're all the way down there. No, we're not doing that dance, Oroville. Oh dear, he's really trying to push his luck, isn't he? Right, I'm going to start swaying my Archbishop because she would give me some gold if she likes me a bit more. So let's go ahead and do this. It's 82% chance. We could even try and befriend her in the future. We'll see. My Marshal, Lord Normand, has been showing off a promising new recruit. Oh, look at that. He's a formidable fighter. He's not a knight, though. But he's just. And just is one of the traits that we need. Oh, and he has good prowess. Well, he's not a knight. Can I knight you? I don't think I can. Oh, I can offer him a knighthood. Cyrus. This could be the man. This could be the man who helps us produce a Dane that can wield Dawn. To my liege, I'll be delighted if your daughter Lara could visit my court. Yeah, of course she would be there. Lara can go and visit. Appears. Right. Let's offer you a knighthood. We knight him. Do I don't spend... Oh, 150. We're missing 84. We need more prestige. Okay. Cyrus, for now, I'm going to pin you. You won't demand conversion either, will you? No, 99 because of opinion. Don't worry, the tyranny stuff is slowly vanishing, guys. How old are we? We're 43. It's almost taken a lifetime. I bump into a very grave-looking Allery, my weaponsmith, hoping that he doesn't bring ill news of the splendid dagger he should soon have ready for me. Oh, there you are, my liege. I have hit a wall in my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts, he laughs nervously. I just need some inspiration, mighty Lord Paramount. Might you have some? Do you know what? Let's take a visit to the armory, and hopefully we can find something that inspires you. Oh, I only have a stone battle axe, though. It's not very inspiring, is it? Allery and I are ushered into my extensive armory, where I point out some of my favourite items. I only have one. The weaponsmith pauses as though awestruck, examining my stone Dornish battle axe. Ah, very fine, my liege. Could I use its metal? I mean, it's stone. Do you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice this if you can make something better. Let's go ahead and agree. I think this dagger could be a mighty dagger. Right, Darian is now 3 years old, my grandson, and he's curious, which means diplomacy. And look at that, he's got very good diplomacy, in fact. So let's go ahead and do this. But, wait, no. What traits does Cyrus have? He's not so good at diplomacy. It's fine. It's fine. I think we can have a different educator and a different, let's say, knight. There we go. Right, my wife is the best one here, but she's arrogant. I think arrogant is one of the bad ones. No, crazy and craven and lazy. There we go, because I sorted them by color. So this is fine, actually. And she's 4-star Diplomacy, and she's just. Right. My wife is going to educate Darian, my grandson. He's a compassionate gambler, apparently. Let's go ahead and send that proposal. Are you the heir of my heir as well? You're not. Jorah is. What's Jorah looking like? I should double check your guardian. There's nothing bad here, but there's nothing good either, is there? It's a little bit of a shame, but it's fine. We will have a knight soon who can pick up the slack and hopefully give them at least formidable fighting. That's the plan. What's this scheme? Oh. What? My lord! My nephew Alarie approaches me with a wide grin, sweat dripping down his forehead, and soot smeared across his face. I have toiled over the forge many days and nights, but finally my work is done. He presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I unveil what is hidden within, my eyes grow wide. A Valyrian steel dagger. It's Valyrian steel! Of masterful craftsmanship, the hilt is adorned with intricate gold filigree, and the blade is etched to display a relief. We got Valyrian steel? But I didn't know this was possible. I don't have any mods to make new Valyrian steel. This is in the base mod. A Valyrian steel dagger of masterful craftsmanship. The hilt is adorned with... Okay, I just read this. So we get some prowess, personal scheme power, and... That's incredible. This is lovely. Oh, wow. So if we can't wield Dawn, that's okay, because we have Lord Paramount Felix's dagger here. That's going to give us even more prowess and personal scheme power, which is useful because we are actually trying to sway people to like us again. Do you know what? Who was that? Alarie? Alarie's my nephew, isn't he? Good job on you, Alarie. Oh, my sister died. She died from being ill. So did one of my counselors. Oh, no, he died from being on his wounds. Okay. Not related. My steward is dead, though. You're my chancellor. My nephew, my admiral. We're running out of people. Can I sort by unmarried female? And then, let's see. If we go by age, at least. So you're 25. You want to leave my court. But what if I try and find you a husband and you stay? Oh, wow. You guys are incredible. Let's go with Donald, just because he's 29, he's a bit younger, and he's got 22 stewardship. That's incredible. Let's send a proposal, and he's going to become my new steward, because we desperately need someone with a bit more skill. To the benign Felix, I accept your marriage proposal. Your courtier of Avenue and my acquaintance Donald will be joined in holy matrimony. Excellent stuff, right. Where is the new man? There he is. Donald, you're going to become my steward. That should help the gold income quite a bit. We're now at court grandeur 2. I can't afford to increase this. Are there any other court positions that are lacking? They're okay, but they're not incredible. Holding taxes minus 40%. We discovered a spy as well. Dalla, my sister-in-law. Who sent you? Can I remove this? 40% taxes is no joke. I should be able to remove this stuff, right? Yeah, if I go like this, that should be removed pretty soon. Lord Joffrey. Okay, because you... I will be merciful, but this scheming has to stop because you ratted him out. That's fine. So we've done it. He's already finished his tasks. Now we have popular opinion -5 because we slaughtered a priesthood. Oh, control has dropped, actually. Is that a little bit of a bug? Because it said 100, but actually it wasn't at 100. It was at 75 because it instantly ticked over. There might be a little bit of a bug there. So, in fact, we did have control issues, even though the UI led me to believe that we didn't. Maybe the trick there is actually looking at this. If we have negative... passives or whatever you want to call them here, effects, maybe that means control isn't 100. I'm going to keep a closer eye on that from now onwards, because that seems like something important. Right, we're finally out of debt. Hopefully we can go on a hunt soon, because that would give us some more prestige, and then we can go ahead and offer a knighthood to you. He would accept as well. Look at that. Plus 100. My son has learned the Valyrian language as well. All of my children are learning Valyrian. Lara has come of age. Look at that. Why can't she wield Dawn? Is there a gender restriction on Dawn? That I do not know. That wasn't actually posted. I mean, she can't wield it anyway because she doesn't have the right traits, but maybe we could have a female Dane wield Dawn. That would be interesting. Let's go ahead and send off this marriage vote. We need more alliances. We will go to war, but probably not this episode. This episode, we're just kind of making sure all of our back stuff is going smoothly. Someone already stole my dagger. What? Traveling through dark woods with my retinue, we are accosted by a band of rogues. They soon prove to be more interested in our lives than in our gold, and though my men fight bravely, the brigands had the element of surprise. I run as fast as I can until I think I had made it to safety, then over the noise of battle I hear the pure twang of a single bowstring. I had so much to live for. Wait, I was murdered! Oh! I was murdered! Was it the Lannisters? Because I think he took my dagger. It took a long time for us to finally be killed, but killed we were because of how tyrannic we were. But we achieved a lot. We formed the Kingdom of Starville, and we took Old Town. Felix had a very good life. Lord Paramount Felix of Starville has given up the ghost at the 44 years of age. He died under mysterious circumstances. A man of unparalleled prowess, he finally found an opponent he could not overpower. Lord Paramount Ulrich ascends to the throne, his eyes always set upon the next target. The vassals of the realm do well in locking up their spouses as Ulrich takes the throne. Why is that? He's not a very... People fear him, I think. We'll take a look at him in just a moment. It says we only ruled for 21 months. That's not true. Because we inherited when we were very young, so I think that's a little bit broken. Has it been like this the whole time? Oh yeah, look at that. Wait. You ruled for 1 day. We never played as you. Oh, it's because I switched character. Look at that. You can see where I switch characters to sort out the things. So actually we ruled, yeah, 38 years here. 853 we took over. And now it's 8392. I don't know. Let's continue as Lord Paramount Ulrich. Return down the siege. We have a new bishop. Do I have any factions against me immediately? I do not. Right. Let's take a look at my new character, Ulrich. So he is brave, which is one of the traits we need. He's compassionate, lustful, and stubborn. We don't have the 4-star in either of these, but we are a knight, which is useful. And look at that prowess as well. That's incredible stuff. So, challenge or danger, Ulrich fears nothing. We're merciful and sympathetic. Carnal desire, and Ulrich does not back down for anything. We do have a claim on Harrenhal as well. And we are disfigured from our early war days. And I have 2 sons as well, right. Did I inherit the dagger? Oh no, I inherited the dagger, right, that's good. Don't fear, guys, everything's under control. We have lost Dawn, though. Who took Dawn? Dawn has gone to Lannisters, right. Why is that? I really don't understand why that is. I'm going to demand the artifact back. He's not going to accept at all. Minus 70 because his military is stronger than mine. Is it now? Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm not arguing. Right, let's go ahead and organize all of this. We're going to go martial, and I think we're going to go chivalry focus. I do like this, and we've already gone down here, which is actually my favorite tree in the martial branch. So that's all looking fine. We've sorted out our inventory. How's our council looking? Wife, I don't actually need you to be a managed domain. So what I can do here is put you on chivalry. And that should help me if I command armies. Yeah, look at that. 21 martial is rather excellent. As for my hand, my sons are not old enough yet. So let's go ahead and find someone stewardship probably. My cousin, you're already my admiral, which is a little bit of a problem. My brother here. Let's go ahead and make you my castellan. There we go. And we're going to put you there. We need a new chancellor. Lady Melina. Let's stick with you. My father chose you. Although, look at Lady Merrin the Impaler or Princess Pass, the Arryns. She's a powerful vassal, so I want to keep her somewhat happy. Let's go ahead and do that. Why do you hate me so much? It's not because of tyranny, is it? It's not. Opinion of predecessor, -50. Oh dear. They hate me because they hated my father. Okay. And then Lord Edgarin here of House Tornell. You're going to become my marshal. Right, I think we're all organised on this front. So nothing too much has shifted. What's here? I'm not endorsed by my bishop. Are we? We're not swaying her. So let's try ahead and go and sway her. There we go. We got a small chance of that. And what else was I doing? We've sorted this. We've gone through this. We're going through here. Okay. We can declare wars. I can take a concubine. Helen Lannister. My mother can now marry. Right. Let's sort by all. We want an alliance here. Is there a good alliance I can get with my mother? There's absolutely not. Matrilineal is going to be worse, isn't it? So I guess let's ignore that for now. I can take a concubine if I want to, though. Not really interested in any of them, to be honest. So I can unpin this because that's me. My brother's here. You're not being squired yet. We'll keep an eye on them because they might be able to wield Dawn. Dennis killed my brother. Can I murder him? I am compassionate, so that's a no. Right, so I guess we can unpin him for now. Darian, you're already being educated. You are. And then we'll keep these as well. Cyrus Tornell, I still want to offer you... I can offer him a knighthood. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll go ahead and unpause and see what kind of mess we get into now. Okay, we already knighted him. That was quick. A pallid individual who looks as if she has spent her entire life skulking underground is lurking in a corner of my throne room. I've heard tell you might want a secret passage installed. I can craft any impure corridor your twisted heart desires. I can even add an oblate to your bedroom for your lover to throw you into in the heat of passion. What's an oblate? I've never heard of this. Clearly my my sexual interests aren't in line with Ulrich's here. Oh, what's this? I admit I would like to be thrown into an oblate. We gain the trait deviant, but we can't afford this. I shall enter and leave rooms only by the front door, wench. Oh dear, we're already acting a little bit like our father. So everything's organized, I believe. It is. Faction created against me. That's not good. My half-brother wants Starfall itself, and my other brother is actually supporting him. Luckily, they have no more support, but there is a Liberty faction now as well. Oh dear. Things are starting to break out. Greetings, my benevolent liege. I've arrived in Starfall to pay homage to you. Okay, yes, let's show her in. I need the gold and whatnot. I will happily accept all of these. Yeah, there's the Liberty faction as well. I don't think... someone else has joined there. We could be in a little bit of trouble. Do I have any alliances? Just for one. I may have to marry off my sons somewhat soon. Quentin, my brother, has arrived in my court. Lord Quentin is at last shown into my great hall and wastes no time before walking up to my throne and bowing deeply. Thank you for seeing me, my liege. I've come to you today with an urgent request. With respect, your majesty, the high... Blackmont. Quentin, no. No, it's mine. Get out of here. It's my inheritance. Notable guess, we can't afford these commanders that show up. So let's not bother even trying here. Right, Cyrus. It's a shame I can't create accolades yet, isn't it? Otherwise, I would very much make you... give you an accolade. My son here. Will you wield Dawn one day? Possibly. Very not with an educator like that, though. What about my second son, Darian Dayne? Yes, because my mother meets the traits. She is widowed. That's fine. Joreth, can I find you a better educator? You're on stewardship. I need to remove Guardian. How do I do this? Right click here, remove Guardian. We need someone better. Because I want you to wield Dawn. I want what's best for you. So we go for stewardship. You're ruthless. We can't have ruthless. That's one of the traits where we're not allowed. You don't have any of the traits we need. You are just... and ambitious and calm. Maybe I go with Patrick, my maester. He has 18 learning as well, so it kind of makes up for the lower stewardship. So let's go ahead and do this. And then hopefully Jorah, my player heir, could one day wield Dawn. If I go to my second son, I might have to marry you off for an alliance. We could get an alliance with the Reach. Could we now? Do we ally with the Reach? Or the Starks? We could ally with the Starks. We could even ally with the Westerlands. How old are you, my son? You're 4 years old. And they're not inbred. I would rather the Westerlands because they're of my dynasty. Yes, let's send the proposal. So what about Jorah then, my firstborn? If we go by alliance power, you have the same options as well. But unfortunately, the Vale. Oh. And she's pretty. That could be so useful. I have to. Let's send the proposal. I have to do that. We're allied with the Westerlands and to the Vale. That's incredible. To the charming Ulrich, I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. Your son and heir, Jorah, will be betrothed to my daughter, Marcella. Marcella Arryn. There we go. I like the name Marcella. Of course, Marcella was a Lannister in the series, wasn't she? And there we go. Darian has now been betrothed to House Dayne as well. So actually, we have new allies. We have the Westerlands and the Vale on our side, and that makes us very strong indeed. We're not allying with the Reach because that's kind of where we want to expand to. We've got some extra gold as well. Inspired person could be sponsored. Let's not do that. I can turn this off as well. Sadly though, guys, I think that's all we got time for today. So in the next one, hopefully we'll make some progress educating my sons and whatnot. And then possibly in the near future, we could even have someone wielding Dawn. If it's my heir, that would be incredible stuff. Oh, we need to take Dawn back as well. #1 thing to do on the next episode. Right, but that's it for today, guys. If you liked the video, please consider clicking on the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I'll see you next time.